Welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and it's nice to see you again. If you are new here and you love handbags as much as I do, please consider subscribing and tapping that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. As the description says, today I've got a Louis Vuitton unboxing, and that is of the Odeon Tote in the MM size. Just a quick backstory about why I purchased this. First, it was bonus time a couple weeks ago, so that usually means I'm going to be on the hunt for a new bag. And secondly, I really have been obsessing over the Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene print as of late, so I wanted something in the Ebene. I have everything I have is in the classic monogram. So I started doing some research to see what they offered in the Ebene print, and I was going to narrow it down to a few pieces and go look at them. I narrowed it all the way down to one piece, and that is the Odeon Tote in the MM size. There are two sizes of this bag, the larger MM, which I'm going to show you in a moment, and the smaller PM size. And I was laughing with Candy over at Candy's Sweet Love for LV because, of course, as I was researching this bag, I stumbled upon her video where she talks about the PM size. So check out her video if you're interested in that size. I'll link it below. And if you are debating on getting this bag and which size is right for you, maybe our videos will help you make that determination. So let's get right into it. So here is the box. It comes in the standard Louis Vuitton box. I love this color. I love these boxes. I use them for a side table at my desk up where I work. I did not get the ribbons. I'm curious to learn what you all think about this and what you do. I usually would just throw the ribbons away, so I told my SA don't bother with the ribbon. I've told her that the last few times, but then Super Jacob posted a photo on Instagram with all his Chanel ribbons lined up, and I was like, you save your ribbons? He's like, of course I do. So do you all get and save your ribbons? But at any rate, as I said, don't worry about it. I didn't want to be wasteful and just throw it away, so I just have the box. So let's take a look at what is inside. So first we have the bag, which I'll show you in a moment, and the only other thing inside is my receipt. I will put this with all my other receipts, and this is just a tip, and I know I've said this before. If you are traveling abroad, when you come back into the United States and you have items like these, you may have to prove that you purchased them in the United States before you left and not where you were just coming back from. And I love the show To Catch a Smuggler. And on, I think it was the episode before the last one, they were at JFK watching a flight coming in from Paris. And one of the agents said, anybody with a Louis Vuitton bag is getting stopped. He specifically said shopping bag because you did see tons of passengers come through with their big orange shopping bags. But one woman did purchase a bunch of jewelry overseas, and she couldn't provide proof that she bought it overseas, and fortunately they let her off the hook, made her pay a hefty duty and let her off the hook. But that's just a tip. Carry your receipts with you for the items you are bringing overseas. Now with that, let's just get into it. You've all seen the Louis Vuitton dust bag before, nothing spectacular there. So I will get her out of her dust bag. And yes, I said her. I know I gripe about gender in bags all the time, but I do name my bags, and she's French, so she is being called Josephine. But here it is in the classic Damier Ebene print. I love this print. You can see up there just south of the handles, it has little Louis Vuitton Paris in a few of the squares on the front, sides, back, bottom. I really like that touch. It doesn't scream Louis Vuitton. Obviously, people that know the brand will know it's a Louis Vuitton bag. The LV on the luggage tag might tip somebody off, but it's not as in your face as the classic monogram. So on the front, you have these two really nice black leather handles, and then you have that decorative black leather luggage tag with a gold metal LV on it, which I think is a really nice and beautiful touch. It is not a functional luggage tag. It is decorative only, which is fine. It's a handbag. You're going to have your wallet in it, which is going to have your information in it anyway, so you don't need to write your information on this luggage tag. It is detachable. It is held on by a D-ring here, so you can take this luggage tag off. You can put something else on it, which I think gives it versatility. If you have other charms, you can hang them from that D-ring. I personally would not just take this off without something else being on it, because I think it looks like a big old butt like that. This looks like two butt cheeks to me. So I'm grateful that they decided to add a little decorative element. I think this makes it look less like a butt. But like I said, if you love charms, I don't particularly, you can hang whatever you want from that D-ring. But that's just a really, really nice touch. On the front of the bag, we do have this pleating detail here down the center. This is kind of empty space here. The bag doesn't come out to here inside, but it is a nice little detail. And then you also have pleating details on the sides here as well. On the back, there is no central pleating detail, so you could carry this with this side facing out if you wanted to. The sides are the same on both sides. You can see right there, they also have that Louis Vuitton Paris, and they have these big, beautiful rings here to attach the shoulder strap to. On the bottom, there are no feet, but I'm not too concerned about that. I probably will get a base shaper. I can't tell if this is really gonna sag when you put a lot of stuff in it, but I'll probably get a base shaper. I like base shapers. I don't like saggy bags. I do like the black leather. It's carefree. This is gonna be a carefree bag, unlike vachetta leather where you do have to worry about it getting stained. I really don't, but I know a lot of people do. So this is much more worry-free. On the top, it's got the center zipper, one zipper, and you know, the really nice, gosh, sorry about that. Let me get this up here. This really nice zipper pull here that says Louis Vuitton on it, really thick and sturdy. It's a beautiful zipper. Very, very smooth, easy to open and get into. Inside, it has the shoulder strap, which I'll go through with you in just a moment. And it's black, so you're not really going to be able to see very well in there, but it does have a sizable slip pocket on the front. This is the largest iPhone. That fits nicely in there, so that is a great place for your phone. On the back, it has two slip pockets side by side. They are the same size. Here's what it looks like if I put my phone in there. So I probably will not, well, not probably, I will not use that as a slip pocket for my phone. I did test out my wallet and my key holder and they fit perfectly in there, so that's what I'll use those slip pockets for. And then it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in Italy on the heat stamp on the back of the bag. This is my first piece made in Italy. It doesn't really matter. My first on-the-go GM was made in France and I returned it because it was faulty. My second one was made in the USA. It was perfectly fine. So it just matters on who is making the bag and how much detail and attention they give to it and the quality control after construction. But unless it says made in France, Spain, or Italy, if it's made in the US, it won't say anything. I guess made in the USA isn't as prestigious, maybe, as France, Italy, or Spain. I tend to agree, even though it doesn't matter. But this bag is gonna hold a lot of stuff. I was a little bit nervous and apprehensive about it because it is relatively almost the exact same size as the Alma PM and the Clooney MM. I am gonna do a comparison video on all three of those bags, but I do think this is going to hold a lot more because those are very sturdy and structured bags and this one is not. So I'm really excited to try this out, use it, and then I will come back and do a full review. It also comes with a detachable shoulder strap in black leather as well. And it does have 8 hole adjustments right there. There is a couple interesting things about the construction of this shoulder strap. So you can see on the end here, it does have those great Louis Vuitton clasps with Louis Vuitton on it. And then on this side of the strap, you can see it's got that piece of leather folded over, and that's there to attach the D-ring and the clasp. So this is standard. You see this on almost every bag. I don't know if I've seen a bag without it, but what's interesting here is when you go to the other end, that leather wraparound piece is on the opposite side of the shoulder strap. So I don't know, it's a curiosity as to why they made it like that. And then if you can see that, the stitching is down the center of the strap until you get to the holes, and you can see it ends right there, and then it picks up again over here. So it's stitched down the middle, which is another curiosity. Curiosity, that's all. I'm curious as to why they designed the strap like this. Obviously, there's no issue with it. It's a really, really, really nice bag, and I absolutely love it. I will also dig out these little cards that always come in these bags. It's just like materials, what it's made of there. And then here is the product code. If you are interested in this bag and want to take a screenshot of that, you'll have the product code information. So all in all, really glad I bought this. I think it's beautiful. I'm so glad to have something from the Odeon print in my collection. And I'm really excited to give this bag a try and see how it works out, in particular against the Clooney and the Alma, because I love those bags. But I think this is going to hold quite a bit more, and I'll be sure to come back with a comparison and let you all know my findings. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.